Tony, there's a fair bit of controversy over stealing of water, irrigation water. Can you put it into perspective?
Yeah, look, it's a good story. It sells newspapers, I guess. But we really do need to put this into perspective. I mean, it's a relatively small number of consent holders. It was in 2013-14, and we were really just past the teething stage of having water meters put in. This was a very new activity and a very large activity, particularly for Canterbury. I mean, water meters for the large water takers had to be in by November 2012. A lot of them couldn't be put in because A, you couldn't get enough water meters into the country, B, there weren't enough registered people to put them in. And if you look at it, there's 47 odd consents, I think it was, out of something like 5,500 or 6,000 consents. So the fact that we've got a relatively small number of consents that were non-compliant in 2013-14, I think is pretty good, and it's a relatively small amount of water. I mean, it's dramatised a little bit because they talk about billions of litres of water. But if you look at what it is in comparison to the amount of groundwater that's allocated, it's 0.16%. And we're only we can only measure water with a water meter to about 5%. So, we're probably well within the margins of error of the water that's actually being measured. That has been, inverted commas, stolen. And there are some people on that list that took water and shouldn't have taken water. They knew they were doing it. There were others in there that had a very legitimate reason for their non-compliance.
I guess ECAN are really having to take it on the chin.
ECAN is taking it on the chin. It probably is a little bit of a wake-up call for them. I mean, they've also had the issue of compliance for this. I mean, when you start collecting water meter data that's being recorded every 15 minutes from several thousand bores for 365 days a year, it's a huge amount of data that has to be processed and reported on and checked to see whether or not compliance has taken place. And so it takes time to get those systems sorted. I think if you look around in 2014-15 and 2015-16, then the proportion of those people that are non-compliant has dropped off significantly.